The gym. What a pleasure to be. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Beautiful counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That hook just can't find the target. Beautiful counter punch. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Couldn't land that jab. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
So hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand. When you're working...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over. Whoa, wait a minute. And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But
hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Patterson's rocked. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The straight right just misses. That counter punch caught him clean. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. That left hook missed. Just missed with that hook. That counter shot lands. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt.
What do we expect? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Big swing and a miss with the hook. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
With sluggers, you cannot let them get into a rhythm because this is how they train. This is how they prepare for a fight. This is what they'll do all night. Do not dance their dance. You've got to use speed.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
just misses. How about that time counter shot? What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Nice counter shot. Oh, Wilder just got clipped, and he's in a world of trouble. I don't know if I've ever seen him this hurt before. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Good counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this...
Let's get it started in round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait.
Whoa, Johnny! Owen Patterson's dazed. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. That could never happen.
Nice counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. Punch, counter punch. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. There's a counter shot. He's got to find a way to get around that reach advantage.
You cannot beat a good old-fashioned long jab. Nobody can get past that.
He threw a punch and just got countered. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. The positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. Misses with that uppercut. Oh, that got Patterson off kilter. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
It's been a tough round so far.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that that moment of trouble has passed.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because...
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab back.
Great round, great round. Now relax, relax.
Back at it in round 4. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That jab misses. This fight has a real good flow to it. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around her. Work the body, use tactics sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. That jab doesn't score. Both men step back for just a moment. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
When you've got someone with that hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Perfect counter lands. That jab misses. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Nice counter. Deontay Wilder rocked right now. And the Bronze Bomber goes down. How about that impact?
Masterful boxing. Perfect time. Beautiful body work by Floyd Patterson.
Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knock. There's the bell to start round 5. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Incredible work rate. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Every time he throws a... Oh, Wilder just got clipped and he's in a world of trouble. I don't know if I've ever seen him this hurt before. How are they still standing?
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that at the beginning, you get caught a lot more at the end.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way, and they'll get so angry.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Ooh, that really affected Floyd there. Patterson goes down. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
I've got to see that again.
Well, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
Can make or break a fighter.
It's a tough fight, and he's going to be confident now. You've got to take that confidence away.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. You were thinking. You were smart.
This is the beginning of round 6. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
A perfect counter shot. Patterson took that one in a bad way. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Has to be careful for that. And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. How did they survive that?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Holding nothing back here in the round. They exchanged punches. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Good counter punching. Catch and shoot. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. And he scores with the counter. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Trying to land that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. How much cardio was put in for this fight. It may come down to that.
It's when you talk about...
Here we go. It's round 7. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me, personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Nice counter punch. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, Floyd Patterson is on the canvas. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
I need to see that again.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? Good defense on the right uppercut. That's a good start to the round for this guy.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Nice counter shot. That counter shot lands. He got out of the way of that right hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He misses with that. Hold that thought. An amazing knockout finish here. That was something special. And in this replay, you can see it. That body punch folded him like a lawn chair.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
His liver has been snatched.
Are you okay?
So it's onward and upward after a knock. I'm Todd Grisham. The fighters are here, and they're about to get it on at the Lighthouse Theater. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. So let's see what Hopi Price has in store for us. 126 pounds, bang on, 5'7" tall with a reach of 70.5 inches. And he'll be facing the legend, Manny Pacquiao. He's got a reach of 67 inches, and his height is 166 centimeters tall. It's Hopi Price, the former European gold medalist at the Youth Games, and looks like a future contender for sure.
This bout is scheduled for...
So much hype. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. No rest for the weary. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. We welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but don't expect these fans to be sitting down. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
You walk in, you cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody. The audience is on you. They see every single movement, every single twitch. If you're scared, the thousands of people that are here in this place, they will spot it.
That big hook doesn't land. And there he caught him with a stiff jab. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope, because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin him down. Throw a blanket on him.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Punch, counter punch. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Do you believe this? That's a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Price in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eyes.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
You've got a swarm on your case. You know you've got to fight. You've got to hold him. You've got to tie him up. You've got to lean on him when you come in until the referee makes you break up. But keep your hands high, because I will keep punching until that referee said stop.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Those counter punches have to hurt. Misses with the straight left. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
A perfect counter shot. That right hook won't score. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
They threw the hook. It didn't land. Nice stop, but that won't score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Price in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
He's cut. Hope he's cut.
If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got...
There's the bell to start round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
That counter shot lands. Nice counter. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. He misses with that straight left. A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Can't score with that right uppercut. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Counter punching. Both men step back for just a moment. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Missing with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about price in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on the fight.
Switch on. Switch on.
There's the bell for round 4. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
There's a counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter shot. Couldn't land that jab. Misses with the right uppercut. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How you did?
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Is Pacquiao going to go down after that shot? Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Catch and shoot. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. These two fighters are made for one another. He misses with that jab. Nice defense on that hook. Can't land that jab. How about that time counter shot? Let's talk about price in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so...
Back into the fray here in round 5. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
This is a high-octane battle. They're looking really close at this cut. Will the fight continue?
Are you all right? Are you okay?
And it looks like this
Hello,
fight will
Spencer.
continue. If you'd like to to see more jabs. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got...
So much bruising. Will the referee stop this fight?
Hey, are you all right? Are you okay?
And the referee will allow this to continue. The perfect counter lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He threw a punch and just got countered. He got out of the way of that right hook. Swing and a miss with the hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about pricing that last round. That cut is going to cause some serious problems.
Man, oh man, you know what? He's got to hope the referee doesn't jump in and stop it.
Go back out there and he needs to win.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round.
Price is actually up on points, but he's not going to make it, man. He's taking the accumulation of those power punches.
Don't get the jab. Don't
He's winning the fight on points, but not on attrition.
You've lost, don't worry about it. I need you to switch back up.
On to the 6th round. They just gave us one hell of a round. Let's see if they'll do it again.
What a round. I'm exhausted. They must be absolutely shattered. What could you tell a man when he comes back to the corner? You need the instructions to be simple, precise. Don't befuddle them because they're just shattered.
Beautiful counter punch. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Left hook missed. Nice counter punch right up the middle. These punches coming from every angle. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
As you can see here, a picture
Obi Price.
Punch.
Beautiful.
From the
Side steps.
A shot from the gods.
Manny Pacquiao's always been susceptible to that, man. He moved to those offsetting straight shots. He's always had trouble with that in his career. Juan Manuel Marquez knocked him out with a punch similar like that many moons ago.
But is this the beginning of the end?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
And he just misses with that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Big deep breath. Big deep breath. Calm yourself.
Here. Just stay focused.
Here comes round 7. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised.
So far, it's Price unanimous.
Fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got a hustle on that. He's got to bluff it.
Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he close you down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That uppercut misses. Is he going to punch himself out, though? They exchange punches. Well, you know with featherweights, the hands are going to be flying. A lot of punch output.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Well done with that counter shot. He blocks the right hook. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Beautiful counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. This is not where Price wants to be. This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face.
Oh, man, they got what a he got robbed. Hope he won. He had to fight one on points, but ref stopped the fight on cuts. That's terrible. Pacquiao couldn't find him, man. They found him enough, though. That's the beauty of being a puncher, man. You ain't got to hit him that much. Look at that. Pacquiao landed 37% of his headshots. This dude, Price, was elusive in there, man. 51% of Price's shots landed to 38% of Manny's, man. And Manny threw 582 punches. But he won the fight, though. Just goes to show you, styles make fights. Check out Look at the ratings on these guys. Hope Price is a 75 overall. Manny's a 92, but he's 5'8". Manny's 5'5", 126, and a far superior reach at the featherweight level. So styles make fights, man.
This run, the entertain.
This bout is scheduled.
All the talking. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Parries that jab away. Beautiful counter punch. This is a high-octane battle. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind. Johnny Nelson got clipped, and now he's in some serious trouble. Disaster averted. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The jab misses. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. No rest for the weary. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Nelson in that last round. Well, he is glad to have... Here we go for round two. After that last round, something has got to change. And he scores with the counter. Nice counter. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder. He threw a punch and just got countered. There's a counter shot. That left hook won't score. Counter punching. out Nelson in that last round. Well, we're entering desperate.
Do your business.
Nelson in that last round. Well, this is the time. Talk about Nelson in that last round. The game plan does not.
Get this boxing back together.
Let's go.
talk about Nelson in that last round. You know that.
Don't want to lose a spot, do you?
Do your business.
Doing boxing right now, man. I appreciate a like on the videos that you're watching, by the way.
Let's talk about Nelson in that last round. You see how much endurance.
Nelson's getting destroyed in this fight, man. He need a knockout to win it. Dude was like, oh yeah, like watches he like, oh yeah, take this.
One, two, three, four, five. Come to me.
Let's talk about Nelson in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Calm yourself back. Come on, breathe. I need you to go back out there.
Blade work, I love it. I love it. That jab slick.
Jab back. Just boxing. Just these back.
Nelson in that last round. Stamina. Let's talk about Nelson in that.
Stop what you're doing. I need you to focus. Let's do it.
Man, what a fight, man. This is crazy, man. They just swinging. It's not even no boxing no more. It's just wild swinging right now, these two dudes.
I like that round. Good round. You feel good? You're doing good, kid. You're doing good.
talk about Nelson in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out.
Needs a knockout to win it. Last round.
Get your mind back on the job. Just get back out there and win the round.
Let's go.
Look at the swelling and the bruising. They're going to take a look, and they may stop this fight.
Oh, man. I hate when they do this, man. He was coming on strong. He stopped his momentum. He was trying to shoot the end. He was trying to shoot the end, man. He was trying to pull it. He was running away, though. He won the fight, though. Give him credit. Unanimous. Exactly. He can. Look, he won every round. That was freaking slugfest.